If your child struggles with a sensory processing issue, you can likely relate to one of these situations. Maybe your son is amazing at home, but when he gets in public, there's a meltdown or there's a tantrum. Or your daughter is the teacher's pet. Everyone loves her at school, but when she gets home, she runs around wild, or she misbehaves, or she yells and she screams, and you're wondering, why can my child sometimes feel like a polar opposite? Well, if your child has a sensory processing issue, it's because oftentimes their brain works really well in one situation, but has to spend a lot of energy in another situation. So for example, at home, it's safe because it's very predictable. So your son's brain can handle everything. However, if he goes out into public, now you have new sights, new sounds, new smells, new touches, new movements. And all this is very tough to process if the brain is struggling. And because the brain has to spend so much energy, eventually it bursts. And he throws a meltdown in the middle of the grocery store aisle because he couldn't pick out his favorite food. Not because he wants to misbehave, it's just because his brain was spending so much energy getting through the grocery store to begin with. Or on the flip side, your daughter is the teacher's pet. She's an angel. Everyone loves her in school. But when she gets home, she melts down. Why is this? Well, this often happens because during school, your child is a sweet little girl and she knows she's good and she wants to focus. She wants to pay attention. She wants the teacher and the students to like her. And so she spends so much energy to do so. However, if her brain's struggling because of a sensory processing issue, it works really, really hard to do this. So when she gets home, she has to vent. She has to let that energy out. And home is a safe place. And she knows you as a parent love her. So she figures, well, I might as well do it in front of someone who I know loves me. And that's where the tantrums and the behaviors and things start to happen. It'd be just like if you had a tough day at work and you were gritting your teeth as you get through the day and you're waving and smiling, and you get home and you vent in front of your spouse, or you sit on the couch and watch TV and eat ice cream. I know that's happened to me. And it's because maybe I worked so hard, or you've worked so hard during the day, your brain is working to get through the day, but you have to let it all out when you get home. Same thing that can happen to your child in that situation. So the next time you see your child being what seems like a polar opposite, understand that it's not because they're a bad kid or they're trying to misbehave. It's simply because their brain is working so hard to get through the day that they need to let it out somehow.